To live is to suffer. To survive is to find meaning in suffering. These are the words of Friedrich Nietzsche. And I believe that there's some truth to this, and the scriptures actually confirm these words. We can find meaning in our suffering. Suffering is a universal human experience. There's a few Bible characters that really come to my mind when I think about suffering. There's people like Joseph, Job, but I want to focus on one, the Apostle Paul. For me, he's the greatest theologian in speaking about suffering and how to endure it and how to find meaning in it. In multiple places in his epistles, he gives us his own personal experience of how he derived meaning from his sufferings, which really transformed how he experienced it and how he faced it, and was able to endure the suffering. Let me just give you a few examples. 2 Corinthians chapter 1, he speaks about how his sufferings have allowed him to receive comfort from Christ, from God, and that now that he has been comforted, he can give this comfort to others. Or he speaks about how the sufferings that he goes through allows him to bring the life of Christ to others. Or in Philippians, he speaks about entering into the fellowship of Christ's sufferings. For Paul, suffering was one of the ways that brought him into deeper and closer fellowship with Jesus Christ. What about you? You and I, we're going to face suffering at some point in our life, or maybe we're facing suffering right now. The scriptures can give you ways and tools to transform that suffering, to find meaning in it, so that it can be an experience that leads you to glorify God and transform the suffering into something useful, something that will bring others good.